Hi, it's James. I am the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you could be here. Back from my trip to Logan, Utah, and Salt Lake, and Provo. If you haven't seen the videos yet, they're posted. Got videos of not only Utah State Stadium, Maverick Stadium, but University of Utah, Rice-Eccles Stadium. The new expansion of their stadium looks really well. By the way, if you watch that particular video, the one I did in the daytime, I tripped over the concrete barrier, and it's kind of funny. I actually left it in the footage just because it is hilarious. So go back and check that out if you haven't seen it. And then, of course, went to Provo. Did a video outside the stadium, and then I did another one with some footage inside the stadium. Of course, I had to have a cougar tail, and I will tell you, it is one of the most delicious things I've ever had in my entire life. I did have a cannoli at this Italian place in Orlando that was pumpkin flavored last year on my honeymoon. That was probably the best thing I've ever eaten. It was so delicious as far as dessert is concerned. But this is a bobblehead of Cosmo. Say hello to Cosmo, everybody. I'm telling you, the guy that wears this suit is not just a mascot. He is a bona fide daredevil. And the reason I have Cosmo here with us is I'm going to set up a P.O. box. Some of the other stadiums that I've done, other fans I know have watched this channel. Oh, yeah. I live in an RV that may or may not have some wiring issues, and so my lights are flickering. So if you can just ignore that, it's I need to get with the landlord tomorrow. It's not fun. It's not fun. Anyway, I'm going to start collecting bobbleheads. So I will set up a P.O. box. I'm not asking for just any kind of gear of anything. What I'm wanting to do is to collect bobbleheads. So if you want to donate a bobblehead of your favorite team, I think what I need to do is to get maybe a small shelf or something, put it right here, and then we can put the bobbleheads up there. For now, I'll have to put him off camera. We'll put him on my desk. So, or maybe I can just take it to work and have it on my desk at work until we actually get a shelf. But I do think I need a shelf here for the bobbleheads. But I want to collect those things. And my gosh, I hate this light situation. I tell you what, let me. I don't want to stop because this is a relatively short video. I can't believe this. Thankfully we got this other light, and I don't. Why is it tilting like that? I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, this whole light situation is really messed up. I can't run, when it's really hot outside, I can't run the lights and the air conditioning at the same time. And it's very frustrating. But hey, it is what it is. I'm only paying $6.50 a month. Anyway. Oh, I got the wrong week on here. I was looking at my notes going, this is last week's stuff. And it is. All right. Now, so far, up until week 4, I was 16-5. So let's talk about the scores, the games themselves. I don't know why I didn't write down the score for Baylor, Iowa State, but I did predict Baylor would win. I'm thankful that they did, because that means that Oklahoma State plays at Baylor October 1st, and I have a ticket to go to that game. So I will bring you footage of inside of McLean Stadium, and I may have a surprise next Saturday. So far, if you count the fact that I've been to the Cotton Bowl in the actual Cotton Bowl facility, I've been to the Cotton Bowl in Jerry World, and I've been inside of the Alamo Dome, I've been to 30 different football facilities. And I'm looking forward to, my goal is by the end of the year to have seen every Division I or FBS schools stadiums in person by the end of the year. So there's a chance that I might leave early from the Baylor game and go to, but it's a surprise. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not, but if I do, I'll announce it later this week, because this one that I'm thinking of in particular may or may not already have some construction going on. So anyway, so Baylor did beat Iowa State. TCU beat SMU 42-34. That's a natural rival right there. I mean, love to see SMU join the Big 12. I think Baylor versus SMU would be a good game. I think Oklahoma State versus SMU would be a good game. I know the last time they played, Oklahoma State blew them out, but SMU is much, much better than they were back then. So I'm smiling. I saw all the footage of all the fans there in Lawrence. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, go Jayhawks. 35, KU 35, Duke 27. Great job. And they got Iowa State at home. And I'm just telling you right now, I'm picking KU. It's going to be a close game. I do think Iowa State's getting better. They got a young stud for a quarterback. I think his last name is Beckers or something like that. But anyway, he's a big guy. Got a really good arm. That's going to be a close game. But I'm picking, since it's a 50-50 game, I'm going to pick KU because it's at Lawrence. I did pick Texas. Well, I did pick Texas to beat Texas Tech. They lost 37-34. I'm not that disappointed. The same thing goes with OU. I picked OU to beat Kansas State. They lost 41-34. I'll just say to both of your fan bases, you're going to get everybody's absolute best punch, because we do not like the fact that OU and Texas are leaving to the SEC. We just don't like it. If you had simply stayed put, we bring in BYU and these other teams, we could have been the Big 14. We got Mormons in all 50 states, and you just changed the Longhorn Network into the Big 14 network. We would have made a lot of money, and it would have more than made up for the fact that, so I guarantee you the new leadership of the Big 12 is looking into the fact that the Big 12, this new Big 12 network, which will either be rumored to be located in either Tulsa, Dallas, or Kansas City. There's Mormons in all 50 states. We can go national with this network. It will cover all our Tier 3 games, anything not covered by ESPN or Fox. That's going to be additional revenue. And plus, there's a rumor going around about Amazon possibly covering some of the other games. So there's money to be made, and I think it's my gut feeling is it's going to end up being close to about 60 to 70 million per team. So OU and Texas, the fact that you're leaving, you're making a mistake. Although there's a part of me that says they're doing the right thing, and that Oklahoma State and West Virginia should be added to that mix, but I'm torn. Speaking of West Virginia, congratulations to the Mountaineers. They're 2-2. I think they've righted the ship. They've corrected the mistakes to beat Va Tech in Blacksburg. is not an easy task. I know they're not the Virginia Tech of the Frank Beamer era, but to beat them in Blacksburg the way they did is impressive. So, of course, Oklahoma State had a bye. BYU did beat Wyoming. I was obviously there in person, and I saw it. I was surprised at how good Wyoming's defensive line was. But I will tell you this, and you probably won't hear this anywhere else. I saw something I haven't seen in 32 years. Wyoming was so wanting to stop BYU from running the football. There were a couple plays where they actually ran a 4-4 stack. Now, if you are big into high school football, you may have seen this defense before. Not a 4-3, but a 4-4. 4 linebackers. Or you bring up the strong safety and put him even with the linebackers. There was a couple plays where Wyoming put 8 in the box, and they basically made BYU throw the football. And they did, and they scored a touchdown. They had a really long play. Then a couple plays later, they scored a touchdown. Sorry, I'm very tired. It's very late. So I'm actually doing this Sunday night for Monday morning. And so this will be the video for Monday. But yeah, overtime BYU wore down Wyoming, and they got the win. I picked Arkansas to beat Texas A&M, and if it wasn't for that fluke field goal where it hit the upright, they would have. So I'm not disappointed about that at all. I mean, they're two evenly matched teams. Good for the Aggies to get the win. They won 23-21. And I picked Utah against Arizona State just because I did the video on Utah Stadium. I might as well cover, I wasn't even close. It was 34-13. So right now, well, as week 4, I was 6-3. Overall, because remember, I didn't do any picks week 1. I don't know why I didn't, but I should have. That was the weekend where I went down to Houston. So I did the videos of the Houston Stadium, and then I did A&M, and I did Texas, and I did Baylor. So I was doing a whole bunch of videos. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of actual football. Anyway, I went 6-3 this week. I'm 22-8 for the season. That's a 73.3 winning percentage. So I feel pretty good. And I've already looked at some of the games for the Big 12 this week. And somebody was, I don't know why, keyboard warriors, but somebody was giving Sam Mays a hard time, and I retorted and was like, look, Baylor had a hard time with BYU's offensive and defensive lines, and they had a hard time with Wyoming's D-line. So I've already made my prediction. I'll make my predictions for this week on Friday. But I said Oklahoma State 38, Baylor 24. So I really think the world, it's a 2:30 game. I think America is going to see how good Oklahoma State's defensive line is. They're also going to see how good Spencer Sanders is, as well as his receivers, and Richardson at running back, and Ollie Gordon. So I do hope that one kid from who transferred from A&M gets some playing time, but I just have a gut feeling that Ollie Gordon is the answer as far as the second string running back, and he's going to carry some just to give Richardson a break. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new, please hit like and subscribe. Remember, if you wear orange and black, whether you got your degree at Oklahoma State or not, you are a part of Cowboy Country. You are welcome here. I'm grateful that you're here and that you're watching. And I always say from the bottom of my heart at the end of the video, thank you for watching. I know that your time is valuable, and I try to give you good, solid content about Oklahoma State and about college football. So until we meet again, I hope you have a great day.